Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and today we're going to make a lunchbox. I had a request for that last week, I think, and as you know, we've had a couple of deaths in our family now. Since the last time I talked to you, my husband's niece passed away. I think I had posted about that, and then on the day that we were burying her, her dad passed away. So that's my husband's brother-in-law. So we've had a couple of deaths in our family, and it's been kind of a stressful week, but I need to craft. That is my therapy, so I need to craft, and I want to take you guys along. Thank you all for all your sweet comments, your emails, your posts. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the prayers. Thanks so much. All right, you're going to need a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and you're going to put it in your scoreboard. You're going to score at 1.5, at 3 3/4, at 8 1/4, and at 10 1/2. And then you're going to turn it one turn. Now don't worry about writing all this down. I will have all of this information on my blog. That link will be directly below the video. If you don't see it, just click that see more or show more, and it'll open up all of that, so all my links will show. And if you're on an iPhone or iPad, you can click that little arrow up on the right hand side, and it'll show all of the links that way. All right, we turned it one turn. Now you're going to score at 1 inch, at 2 1/2, at 4 3/4, at 7 1/4, 9 1/2, and 11. Okay, so that is a lot of scoring, but it's got our scoring done. So now we can start to work on this. Okay, now you have two sides that has a 1 inch score line. There's the 1 inch one, and there's a 1 inch. You need to put those facing you and then the furthest away. So you want to lay your paper this way. This is my 1 inch, this is my 1 inch. And then what you're going to do is there's 4 boxes right here in the corner. See if we can see those. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to cut those away. So you're going to cut that one away. Going to go to the other end. Cut those 4 away. And you can save these little pieces for punches or whatever. Then flip it around, and you're going to cut these away as well. Okay. Then you're going to have something that looks like this. So this is our 1 inch score lines. So we've cut these 4 away. So now what you want to do is turn this to where you have these two like this, and you have 3 blocks on either end. So there's 1, 2, and 3. You're going to cut these 2 outside blocks away. So cut those 2 away. Like that, and I need to cut that a little bit straighter. And cut this one on this side away. And then turn it to the other end and do the same thing. Alright, and now you're going to have something that looks like this. Okay, and now what you want to do is on these that have the larger tabs, see this is just the little tab, and these have the larger tabs on either end. Face those toward you like this, and you're going to cut down on this score line right there. Cut that tab. And then you do need to notch it out just a little bit, so just give it a little notch, about like that. And I'm going to go ahead and notch this outside as well. Okay, then go over to the other side, do the same thing, cut down on that, and then notch that out. And then flip it around, and you're going to do the other side the same way. Cut down on that, notch it just a little. So needless to say, this is one of those projects that you do get to use your scissors a lot in. But it's not hard, it's just a little bit time consuming as far as cutting. But after that it comes together really quick. Okay, so that's what we have now. See, we've got our tabs. I'm going to go ahead and pre-fold our score lines so that we'll be ready to put this together. Fold and burnish, I should say, our score lines. Now, on these large ends again, we're going to go ahead and round the corners. So these are actually going to be our handles. So, round the corners on all of those. And then, you can, on this little piece right here, this is going to be your handle or your little grip. You can use a punch to punch that out, punch a little circle out if you want to. I cannot find my punch that I've used before on this, and the only small one that I have is this, and that's going to be way too big. So what I did is I just cut a little piece of paper, and this is cut at 1/2 inch by 2 inches, and I'm going to put this down somewhere in our center, right here. So you see, I just did that, and then I'm going to use my X-Acto knife, if I can find it. And this is just a piece of plexiglass that I sometimes cut on. And I'm just going to follow that line and just trim this out. So there we go, we've got that trimmed out, and then I'm just going to fold it up to this one and mark this side. Apologize for my phone vibrating, but my hubby is out and about, and I always like to keep my phone on when he's out and about because he does have congestive heart failure, and this heat just does him in, so I like to keep my phone at least vibrating so I'll know if he needs me. So see, I just laid that one on the other side and then just marked it so that I could get them even. And then we're just going to trim this one out. And if you have a punch that will punch a little long slit like this, that would be fantastic. I do have one, but I have no clue what I've done with it right this minute. I've been in the process of trying to clean up and organize and de-stash some things that I am not in need of anymore. And when I do that, I hide things from myself. Now, I have cut some paper from one of our paper collections, and this one is from the Early Bird by Bo Bunny. And I've cut these mats. Let me see if I can lay these down, and then I'll tell you what size they are. So you're going to need 2 mats this size, and these are 1 3/8 by 4 3/8. So you're going to need 2 of those. I'm going to use my art glitter glue to put these down. And by the way, we have just restocked on all of our bottles of art glitter glue, all the different sizes. So if you want some, all of you who are watching this video, I'm going to give you a code that you can go over and get some art glitter glue and get 15% off. REWARDS, and I will put it right here on the screen as well as below the video. Use that and you get 15% off of your order. So that is a good deal. And stock up on art glitter glue. It's getting a little bit hard for us to get it sometimes. They run out, or they run out of bottles or whatever, because they sell so much this time of year. So while it's in stock, you better stock up. Alright, put that one on that side. And then if you have a directional paper, this is going to be your top, so make sure that you put it the right way. I think this paper can really go either way. The next two pieces, two mats that you're going to need, these are 2 1/8 by 4 3/8, and they're going to go here and there. So you need 2 of those. While I'm putting this down, I will tell you again, I have so many people that ask every time I do a video and use my art glitter glue, what is this that holds my pen on? That is one of our basic grade magnets. I will link those below. We have those in stock. I just take one. They already have that adhesive on the back. So I just take one and stick it to the side of my bottle and then put my pen on there. It saves me looking for my pen. Before, I was constantly looking for it and it'd end up in the floor and I was afraid I was going to step on it. And that works. Okay, these for the 2 side pieces are 2 1/8 by 2 3/8. Make sure that's right. 2 1/8. Yes, 2 1/8 by 2 3/8. And they go right here on either side. So that is our mats on. Now I'm not going to mat this right here. You can definitely mat that if you want to. If you want to mat this up here, you need a mat that is 7/8 by 4 3/8 for each one of these. But I'm not going to mat mine. I think it's prettier without. Now all we need to do is put this together. So we're going to put some glue on each one of these tabs. It's going to go one side at a time, and that way I don't make such a big mess. Right, you're going to pull those corners up. Make sure that your corners are nice and even, just like that. And then I'll just lay it down and run my fingers over it really good. Go to your other one, do the same thing. And then you need to put glue on these 2. So there are all of our corners together. And now these 2 pieces, you're just going to push down in there. They're just to keep everything up here from collapsing down into, and to keep things from falling out the sides. See, they will keep, if you put something down in there, it's going to keep it from falling out. This little piece right up here, this can go together just like that. You can use ribbon to tie it together, twine, just whatever you have. So I think what I'm going to use, but you can use anything that you want to clip these together. I'm just going to use a little paper clip from Tim Holtz. It's one of those little tiny clips to clip that together. And you can put another one on the other end if you want. I'm just going to put that one for right now. You could also put magnets on here if you wanted to. And now we need to decide which one is our front. And I think I want this to be my front. And I'm just going to put a little paper on here. You could use a piece of ribbon on here. That would be really pretty. But I think I'm just going to run a little piece of paper on there. And this is 3/4 of an inch by 4 3/8. So I'm going to put this on there. Make sure that I get it straight, just like that. This just decorates it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my old trusty, my little box of flowers here, and I'm going to put a couple of flowers, 2 or 3 flowers on there. Let's see, what color do we want? That one. I'm going to put those 3 little flowers there, and then we'll put a piece of bling in the center. Grab our little bling box here. And I think we'll use these little pink pearls to put in the center of that. Right. that is it. That is our little lunch box. I'm not sure that this was a little lunch box like she was talking about that she would like to see made, but this is my style of the lunch box. If you wanted it twice as big as this, you could use 2 sheets of 12 by 12 and just glue them together and then make your measurements accordingly. But I think these are super cute. They'll hold quite a bit down in there, and they're not hard to make. You can make lots of these, put ribbon on them, and have them to share with your friends with all kinds of goodies in there. Okay guys, that is all that we have for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.